A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Utah Jazz. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And midway through the season, here's a look at the Western Conference standings right now. You take a look at the Warriors. They've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first place spot. And of course, there's Utah. Just need to keep fighting. The starters for Utah: Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Kessler in at the 5. And for Golden State, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Daniels in at the small forward position. Both teams playing well lately, Grant. Something's got to give here.
Yeah, this is a great test of momentum. Whoever controls the pace probably controls the outcome.
And the tip belongs to the Jazz. Markkanen outside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Well, you have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Outside Sexton. Pass to Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. And he comes up with a bucket. Markkanen's got 5.
Boy, he's got so much length that under duress, still able to finish. Go ahead, Lauri Markkanen.
Here's Daniels.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said, we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope we can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
George with it. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. It's rebounded by Golden State. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
And you know, they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling into the story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat as they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired. He knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And it's Utah with the ball. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Back to Sexton. Takes a 13-footer. Markkanen left side. Outside Sexton. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
And there it is for him. Daniels has got 11 points.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
Collins outside. Pass to Markkanen. George outside. On the wing, Sexton, defended by Pajemski. Sexton, that's good. Sexton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, Sexton showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
Here's Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And, boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
Here's Daniels. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Markkanen. Kicks it to George. The three ball. Pajemski grabs the board. The Warriors leading. Here's Butler. Shoots over Collins. Butler can't get it to go. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Last time they met in Salt Lake City.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Sexton looking around. George passes to Kessler. Markkanen for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over. The course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Pass to Kessler. Now Markkanen. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Green. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Butler with the bucket.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
They were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Clarkson's checked in for Utah. Pass to George. They need this. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings. Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Here's Daniels. It's guarded by Markkanen. And he gets that one. Daniels has got 13.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Clarkson. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. And he gets it to go.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Lets it go from deep. Daniels, that one's true. 16 points for him.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
George passes to Collins. Clarkson outside. There's a double team with Podziemski. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Collins, no good. The Warriors lead by 8. It's Daniels with a drive. And in the first game of a back-to-back, is managing minutes a priority for the coaching staff, Doris?
I think, Brian, for coaches, you're just reacting in real time to how the game unfolds. Minutes are always a concern when it's a back-to-back situation. But let's say we get down the stretch and this is a possession ball game. Usually you're going to choose, I'm going to put my best players on the floor and try to win the game right in front of me.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Podziemski.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
Count that one. Daniels has got 19 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Curry. Kuminga against Markkanen. Clarkson outside. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, P in their last time out against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Yeah, and the way Curry always finds the open man is impressive.
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Collier. No made baskets yet. Shoots over Curry. Collier, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
It's Daniels with a drive. And he banks in the layup. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Here's Filipowski. And in that win against the Bucks, he was a major factor as well. Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 rebounds now. Lets it fly. Again, Golden State.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We'll be right back with you shortly. if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. A very convincing performance from the Warriors so far.
With their offense clicking on all cylinders, they owned that first quarter.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Kuminga plays the 4 with Draymond sliding up to the 5. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt, and it's Daniels in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. The Warriors lead by 12. And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
PA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
Oh, wow! Boom! He jams it straight down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul of the game. Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors.
Number 10, Jimmy Butler.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Now here's Sexton. He had 22 in the win against Milwaukee. Just 3 to shoot. Clarkson up top. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Clarkson's got 8.
Well, we know Jordan Clarkson is a guy who likes to play fast. He's going to catch and shoot as soon as it touches his fingers.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Here's Collier. He's scoreless. Filipowski, the pass to Clarkson. Up and in on the layup.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Both good from the line that time. Jazz trail by 14. Here's Collier. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Outside Sexton. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
From 20 feet. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
Outside Sexton. Kicks it out to Clarkson. 4-3. The Warriors pull it in. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Misses from close range. Here's Sexton. Utah with another miss. The Warriors lead by 16. Outside Curry. Unloads. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Shot's good by Collier.
What a burst out of that first step, straight to the hole.
Golden State has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Daniels, that one's true.
You know if you're open, Stephen Curry has that team-first mentality. He will find you.
Jazz trail by 18. Clarkson outside. The baseline J is on the way. Warriors with the rebound. Daniels has got 8 rebounds in the game. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Bajemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
That is how you respond to 1-3 on one end. Clarkson with a tray of his own. Go ahead, Jordan.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. To the middle. Puts up a 3. Tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz. Utah retains possession. And the Warriors making a switch here. Hield's checked in. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. Here's Collier. The 3 is up. Utah with another miss.
You have to credit their effort. I mean,
Again, the Warriors score.
you can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. No good from the wing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's Filipowski. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Collier. The Jazz again can't hit. Here's Daniels. Here's Butler. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Butler's got 6 points.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, BA. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. Let me tell you this, their fan base is loud. L-O-U-D.
Looney's checked in for Green. And the second free throw is good. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times. They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Outside Sexton. Pass to Collier. Shoots over Curry. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Hield from outside. Pure from three-point range. Hield's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Outside Sexton. The floater. The Warriors pull it in. Daniels has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Pass to Hield. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Butler. And Utah with a change here too. George is checked in. The offensive rebound. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Golden State is gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. From down in the low post, it goes. Daniels has got 39.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Oh, swiped away. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Beyond the arc. Drops in the 3. Daniels has got 42 in the game.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Looney against Kessler. Here's Sexton. Lays it up and banks it in. Sexton's got 9.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Here's Daniels. Takes it. Oh, throw it down.
Can you say elevation?
Well, there's evidence all over the floor of how well Stephen Curry runs this team. He does a good job keeping them at their pace and making all the right decisions.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. George peels it out a bit. Markkanen finds George. 6 on the shot clock. Gets stolen by Hield. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, Stephen Curry knows it's his responsibility to create for his teammates, and he does so there on point.
Well, the Jazz shooting only 39% so far in the game. Back to George. And it's blocked. Second chance shot. Just off on that shot. Just 1 for 7 in the game. Daniels misses. Now Sexton. He's got 9. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
Utah basketball. Coming onto the floor for your Warriors. Number 4, Moses Moody.
Markkanen outside. And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Lauri Markkanen. 3 points.
Here's Daniels. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
They already had the momentum going to the break. Now they've got even more of it.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with 0 pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Utah Jazz.
Big reason they're getting washed out, it's been raining threes.
But they didn't know this was coming? They didn't watch the film? Read the scouting report? Come on, man.
All right, and now one of the more highly anticipated topics. Some news about trades to discuss.
With Lopez, they get a vet who can impact the game at both ends of the floor. Then offensively, he can hurt you in the low post and from beyond the arc.
Can I call him a splash brother? Like, yeah, Splash Mountain? Like, he really could stretch the defense, man. Shaq, you could play in this era. I think you would be a three-point shooter. No, you
No.
I wouldn't have to be. I'd be what I already am. The most dominant ever.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Golden State has gotten 7 of 8 three-pointers to go in this game. Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. And it's Kessler in at the 5. George for 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. You know, from day one in the NBA, Keontae George had the ability to create his own shot like few others, Doris.
There are certain guys that are electric with their athleticism and the live body they bring to the game. Keontae George knows how to score, and as he develops as a playmaker, look out.
Here's Butler, and it's Butler who slams it down.
Well, a little show and tell from the Butler. Jimmy giving the fans their money's worth.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. It's Markkanen on the wing. Pass to Kessler. That's tipped. Here's the break. Up the floor. And it's Butler with the jam.
You love Jimmy Butler playing above the rim. That's a statement dunk right there.
Utah shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Collins outside. Now here's Markkanen.
Golden State foul. Daniels. First personal foul. First team foul.
Watch outside.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And Markkanen with the stuff.
And Markkanen, a big-time athlete. Set that lob up in the air, and he'll finish.
Daniel, and got it! Another basket!
There it is. 50 points for him, and the record is his.
Boy, I'm in awe of his season. To have this many 50-point games is just something most players dream of.
Wilt Chamberlain's 1962 season is the stuff of mythology, but this record has fallen. An achievement for the ages.
Now a timeout called by Utah.
Games with 50-plus points in a season is...
Take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
What's really impressed me is his ability to create for others on the offensive end. He's got a sharp mind for the game, and he's put it to use helping his teammates find good shots.
And so it's Utah with it. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's George. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Pass to Markkanen. Misses the 3. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Whoa!
And And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Outside Sexton, 5 on the clock. Utah with another miss.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Oh, he's been doing everything. Hitting the boards, huge game for him thus far.
Pass to Kessler. George outside. The 3 from Sexton. And another miss by Utah.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
And that one's good.
Well, we know Markkanen can flat score the basketball, and right now he's got his rhythm going.
Curry passes to Daniels. Again! What an avalanche! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
George passes to Markkanen. Collins outside. Pass to Sexton. Kessler a screen. Looking to get it going. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Sexton's got 11. Here's Golden State. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Daniels. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
George finds Sexton. Markkanen sets a screen to the paint. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game. The Warriors have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Another bucket. Wow.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Pass to Markkanen from outside the arc. Hauled in by Curry. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Utah has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. George against Curry. George, no good.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Curry passes to Daniels. Driving inside. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Kessler. Now George. He's covered by Curry. From deep. George, and that's good. George has got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, Keontae George, that's part of his arsenal, folks. This guy's such a well-rounded offensive player.
Daniels, that one's true.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
George passes to Kessler. It's Markkanen on the wing. And Markkanen with the stuff.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish. Daniels passes to Butler.
Here's Daniels. Check by Sexton. Daniels misses. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Jazz. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback. Just a dynamic scoring guard. Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
George with it. He's got 6. Pass to Kessler. George outside. Markkanen with it. Takes a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Daniels. Good. He hits again. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Collins outside. On the wing, Sexton, defended by Pajemski. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammates. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Daniels passes to Green. Here's Daniels. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Markkanen for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler passes to Daniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here's Markkanen. Soft touch off the glass. Markkanen's got 15 points in just the second half.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Another one falls. Amazing. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Now here's George. He has 6. Rebounded by Green. Green's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Daniels. That shot off. Excellent D there from Collins. Sexton passes to Markkanen. Counted from distance. Markkanen's got 31 points. Here's Daniels. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. And the way they've been playing, I just don't think they could possibly lose control of this one. We'll be right back after this word. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense. Offense, simple passes will get it done, right? You guys look great, though. Keep the pressure on.
Paying his guys the respect they deserve. Coach Kerr, he likes what he sees.
It's important to pray.
Out there for Golden State.
Close this thing out.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Hits yet again. Wow!
Incredible. 81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for P.
What a night. Doing it all. A triple-double. It takes a special player to do that. You have to enjoy watching this guy play.
And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
What growth from Lauri Markkanen, Doris, the 2023 Most Improved Player Award winner.
Yeah, you think about it. Markkanen entered the league at just 20 years of age. You forget how young these guys are sometimes. But Markkanen finds a great situation where he's a featured part of an offense, and then he makes an all-star team.
Lets the three fly. The Warriors pull it in.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from three is not the answer.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
George against Hield. George's shot is off. Here's Daniels. Three-pointer. Oh, connects again.
90 points. A legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
You earned that one.
And P just broke the record for 50-point games in the season. Yo, that's more than Wilt. That's crazy.